Something that came up 2 months ago, according to Charania, was the future of Nick Nurse as head coach. It was something that to keep an eye out for this summer, he said back January 30th in one of his articles. And this was a guy that after the 2019-20 season, Nurse, who guided the Raptors to the 2019 NBA championship, won Coach of the Year in 2020. And in my opinion, and in most people's opinion, he's regarded among the league's best head coaches. He signed a contract extension worth $8 million per year through the 23-24 season. The length of the deal has not been previously disclosed by the team. Sportsnet first reported in early January that Nurse is entering the final year of his deal. There's been frustration throughout the roster and staff with the team's play at points of this season, and that has been directed toward Nurse at times too. So there's been rumors that the Raptors are interested in Ime Udoka as well as the Rockets, and per se, that if Ime Udoka were to get the Raptors job, the Rockets would very much be interested in hiring Nick Nurse if, the Raptors have been moved on, and that Nick Nurse himself, this is coming from Heavy Sports, would also be interested in the Houston Rockets job. And I've read Nick Nurse's autobiography. I loved it. You got to read. This guy's coached all over the league. Part of the reason why Chris Finch has a job in the NBA is because every league overseas that Nick Nurse coached at, guess who was the other opposing coach for the other best team in the league? Chris Finch. And when he became coach of the Raptors, he made sure Finch was on his bench with him. But Nurse, let's talk about why he could be fired and why the Rockets are a good fit for him. First off, Stephen Silas has gone 55 and 173 so far with the Rockets in like 3 seasons, and supposedly, it just works out right there. But let's talk about what's gone on that has led to Nick Nurse potentially being fired. I love Nick Nurse, but he was hired in 2018, led the Raptors to their first NBA championship in 2019. However, the team has struggled in recent years, and there's been rumors that Nick Nurse's job may be in jeopardy. So let's examine some of the reasons why Raptors might fire Nick Nurse. And one of the main reasons why the Raptors might fire Nick Nurse is because of the team's poor performance. After the winning championship in 2019, the Raptors failed to make past the second round of the playoffs. In the 20-21 season, the team finished with a record of 27-45, albeit it was a 72-game season, but they missed the playoffs for the first time since 2013. This was a significant disappointment for the team and its fans, and many blame Nick Nurse for the team's struggles. I blame the fact that they were in Tampa Bay. Another reason why the Raptors might fire Nick Nurse is because of injuries and the loss of talent on the team. The team has been hit hard by injuries in recent years, and, some guys have left. Lowry, it's gone. Siakam's gotten hurt. VanVleet's gotten hurt. OG's been hurt. And like I mentioned, they lost Lowry. They lost Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, Kawhi. Those have been significant impacts on the team performances, and many have questioned Nurse's ability to adapt to these changes. Now, another area of concern for the Raptors and Nick Nurse is player development. I don't think this is his fault. I think this is Masai's fault for not giving him proper young guys on the roster in recent years, because we've seen Scotty Barnes develop, and Delano Banton hasn't looked bad. OG Anunoby has shown flashes, but some might say that Nick Nurse has held OG back, while Siakam and VanVleet are superstars. But I personally think Nick Nurse is a good player development. I just have seen some people say online that he's not a good player development. I think he's taken everyone's game to the next level. Just Masai hasn't provided Nick Nurse with young guys. Don't blame him for Malachi Flynn. And now, some have criticized Nick Nurse's style of play. Nurse is known for his innovative and creative approach to coaching, but some have questioned whether this is an effective approach in the long run. The team's offensive system relies heavily on ball movement and three-point shooting. Shout out the Nurse pill. And has been effective at times, but also has been criticized for being too reliant on three-point shooting. Some have suggested the team needs to focus more on a traditional inside-outside style of a play that emphasizes on post play and pick and rolls. In conclusion, there's several reasons why the Raptors might fire Nick Nurse. The team's performance, injuries, and loss of talent have all contributed to a sense of disappointment and frustration among fans and management. In addition, the team's lack of success since the championship and Nurse's style of coaching has come under scrutiny. While Nurse has had success and is considered a great head coach, if the team continues to struggle, they just have to make a change. That's just how sports work. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this? We're on the way to 20,000. So hit that like and subscribe button if you guys want to support the channel. Goodbye.